talk about I don't trust biometric safes. What if you cut your finger today?
Yep.
And, and you only get so many shots. If you ever try to biometric safe, if you don't press right or lean on the right angle or something, guess what?
Shuts down.
It's not going to open. Some of those, after 3 or 4 or 5 tries, they lock out, and then you need the key.
Yep.
So now you better be able to rip the safe out of the wall and throw it at the perpetrator. So
Right.
I don't trust anything with a battery. I'm sorry.
Yep. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was saying she's got a couple of young kids, and she's unsure about having a gun and everything like that. So I said, they get the fingerprint readers. Those would be okay. And she's like, well, maybe. So then the next day we were talking about it again, and she overheard me tell somebody that I didn't trust those, and she's like, I thought you said those were good. I'm like, yeah, those are good for you. They're not good for me. I'm not going to trust that. No way.
I don't blame you. Nope, I'm not ready for it. And we're going to get off this exit.
Yep.
I've seen, this is the range on the right side. I've seen rings, where you wear a certain ring. So now, you have to wear a ring on both hands. What if your wife doesn't wear the same ring and you get injured and you have to hand her the gun? It just leaves too much up. That old thing, kiss, kippy, keep it simple, stupid.
Yep.
I'm a firm believer. I like a revolver. It's got one switch that does everything.
Yeah.
That's why I like striker-fired guns, because I'm not a big fan under stress when you lose your fine motor functions and your fight or flight reflexes kick in. I'm not a big fan of decockers and manipulative safeties and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even a big fan of a semi-auto for home defense, because you can limp wrist a gun and you can induce a stovepipe or a failure to feed.
Yep.
I'm a big advocate of revolvers. Now, we get a lot of elderly people that come in,
mm-hmm.
and they can't rack the slide. If you can't rack the slide on a 9mm Glock, then you can't have a semi-auto.
Right.
So you have to have a revolver. So I'm again, the younger guys that are listening to this go, oh yeah, but you don't have the capacity. Okay, but if you have 17 rounds in a gun and you get a jam, or you can't rack the slide to reload it, what good is it? I'd rather have, you can buy Smith & Wesson's, the plus guns have 7-round chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Taurus has an 8-rounder, I think.
Right.
I'm not a big fan of Taurus, but they have an 8-rounder. So give me a 7-round revolver for home defense. I'll take it every day. And you and I were discussing, I prefer 5-shot revolver to carry all the time. It's idiot proof. I can put it anywhere. I don't have to worry about the safety. I don't have to worry about anything.